I asked Gemini to give me Tetris game. So here we go. Um, this is crazy. I don't feel like programming anymore. Like, what's the point? What is the point of my life? Oh man. Let's see here. I'm terrible at this. Okay. By the way, yeah, no. Oh, okay. Okay. Anyway, you get the idea, right? Uh, these don't rotate, and he says on purpose. Anyway, that's Tetris. I asked him for Pong. I was thinking Breakout actually, but uh, there's Pong. Okay, so of course I'm using keys, and it told me to use the W because I didn't specify. And of course, the robotic player is never going to lose. So anyway, that is Pong. And then I said Breakout. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Oh, yeah, there you go. Come on. Anyway, so then I said, give me a fake Windows program. I said, I want a calculator, and that doesn't do anything. I said, I want a calculator. There's the calculator. So 12 times 89 equals, yeah, I guess so. And you can drag it around. And then Notepad, this is a test. Isn't that crazy? However, you haven't seen anything yet. Your mind's gonna be blown here.
Introducing VibeOS, okay? It's the world's first completely hallucinated operating system. And we're going to start by running a few of the applications that are built in here. So we'll get some of the classics going. So we'll have Notepad, we'll have Calculator, we'll have Internet Explorer. And the thing that's unique here, the thing that you will never have seen before, is that in these applications, there is no code at all. Everything in all these applications is being hallucinated in real time by the AI. This solves one of the big problems that people have, right? People are always wondering when they're on their internet, is it AI or not? But in VibeOS, you don't have that problem. There's no question to be answered because the answer is always yes. Everything is AI. So if I want to, I can go to, I don't know, let's see if we can find whether Scott Hanselman has a Wikipedia page, shall we? So I'm going to go to google.com here, and let's do a search for Hanselman Wikipedia. And we'll do a Google search there. And I don't need to remind you this, but all of the content you're seeing is completely hallucinated, right? So it's just coming directly out of the model, and the UI is being updated in real time as we go. And here's a beautiful picture of Scott Hanselman. We're not limited to these built-in applications. We can search for any app that we want. And everyone always does like to do app demos. So anything that I search for, I'm going to find. And it will just be created for me on the fly. All right? And other applications that you would want, but normally it's too difficult to make, so like Commander.exe, but it's always rude to you. All right? So that's the sort of application that I think is a genius idea, but it's difficult to get someone to implement something like that. So let's see what we've got on this machine here. And obviously, this is always different every time. OK, there's something suspicious. Let's see if we can run bash in here. What's it got to say to us? Bash, you're somehow offended. OK, fine. All right. So you get the idea, right? This is a pretty revolutionary way to do computing because we don't need to write any code for any of our applications anymore. Are there any software you would like to try out within VibeOS? Anything you can think of?
Microsoft Money 95.
I hope you understood that there's somehow a UI and there's a real-time model running that's creating the UI on the fly so that everything you want, you get. Isn't that crazy? That just blows me away.